y'all, I'm in the garage and I figured I would hop on and show you guys a little bit of what's going on in here, what I've got started so far, maybe talk through a couple of things that I'm planning on starting, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So I've got my 2 grow racks behind me and I will show you guys what I've got going on these racks. Right now, it is the middle of January. All right, so here is the first rack, and these are plants that I've had going for some time now. Some of these were started in the fall. Some of these trays are a little bit spotty on germination. Some things I've pulled out. So like this tray right here had sweet peas in these first couple of cells. And then in the back are things that I knew would take a little bit longer. So we've got some Rudbeckia coming up there and some random weeds, always grass, and I think this might be Nigella and maybe some Dianthus. And this tray, this was something new that I was trying. I believe this is Limonium, and I had spotty germination with this, but I haven't grown it before, so I wanted to hang on to these handful of seedlings that I was able to get started. All right, the last tray I've got up on this shelf right here, this is some Campanula. That is a flower that likes it on the cooler side. So these starts have been in here for a few weeks now. On our next rack, I've got some Monarda Bee Balm. I think those are the same thing. This is a mix. Boys are just outside of the garage. And then in this other tray right here, I've got some pansies coming up and some lemon cilantro. Over here, artichokes that are just starting to come up. And then I started some kumquat seeds on that end. Let's see, we've got sage varieties. I've got some white sage and common garden sage. These are actually little volunteer amaranths. I was drying some on a top rack, and I think those seeds just fell in. So sage right here. We've got some Veronica. In this tray, I see a volunteer status and some more C status right here. And again, I haven't had great germination on that, but even if I just get, 1 or 2 plants and I'm able to take those to seed, I have an opportunity to try again. So that's why I've held on to those. Eucalyptus is another one that I've been starting from seed. So I've got some lemon bush and baby blue right here. Some of these cells didn't have any germination at all, as you can see. And then some cells have more than 1 plant per cell. Let's see if I can pull the camera and show you. So there's 1, 2 in that 1 cell. There's 2 right there. Let's see, there's 2 in here. So that sort of makes up for the spotty germination if I'm able to sow more than 1 seed per cell. And again, more eucalyptus right here. I added some vermiculite, so some of these are a little hard to see, but let's see if I get closer. So we've got pretty good, there's one, pretty good germination on this tray. The soil gnats are definitely here. It's a little annoying and maybe not as visually pleasing as I might like, but it's not a big deal. So that is the eucalyptus, and then I've got more eucalyptus here that I've moved on up to these red party cups. I actually found out today that some of these were a bit pot bound and drying out, so I'm waiting to see if a handful of these make a recovery, but some of them were just fine. Like this one right here looks great. These look pretty good. I think there's 3 in this cup, so that one looks okay. That one looks fine. This one might need to rehydrate. They were pretty dry. Right here, I've got asparagus. Asparagus can be started from seed. If you aren't aware, it's usually sold as crowns in the spring, but if you want, this seed actually came from Seeds Now, and we are new affiliates for Seeds Now, so we can include our link if you'd like to give them a try. I've been growing seeds from Seeds Now for many, many years. Back when we had the house in North Charleston and I started gardening, they were one of the first online seed companies that I was able to try out. They had little sampler packs, and it was a great way to get started with a lot of different varieties at an affordable price. So Seeds Now, check them out if you're looking for something different that you might not find in one of the big box stores. This tray right here is asters. I actually started these way too early. These trays are multi-sown also, so you look down in there, there's more than 1 plant per cell tray. I don't believe these are frost hardy. It's my first time growing them, so I'm just gonna sort of ride the wave with these, see how long I can keep them going in the garage until the frost is passed. I will probably pot them up into some larger cups or something here soon, but so far so good. And then this other tray right here is another tray of Campanula. So that's the first rack, and these are just the things that I still have inside. So we'll have to take a trip out to the garden here soon to, see what's going on out there. But these are the most mature plants I have going indoors. And then this next rack over here is where I start trays out for germination. I'm kind of trying to develop a system where I just move them through. So from one rack to the next and then outside. These, let's see, January 8th. So a lot of these were started on the 8th of January. We've got some dianthus here, started on the 8th. Today is the 13th, I believe. And we've already got some germination. So the conditions must be right for these so far. This whole tray is dianthus. I think I just did 2 different varieties. Next tray, this doesn't look like much now, but this is more Campanula. Maybe I can show you guys as these things progress. This is Scabiosa, and I just know that from the seed shape. Again, it was seeded on the 8th, and we're already starting to see germination here and there. So that's nice. This is, I've got some stray asparagus from when I started asparagus seeds. So when I go to transplant, I'll just pop those, late blooming asparagus plants in with the other asparagus we've already got started. I do see some other little signs of life here. So this is ageratum we've got coming up over there, and that's for cutting from. And then a blue lace flowers right here. So when I split a tray like this, what I try to do is make sure both of the varieties that I'm adding have a similar germination period. So if one is, 5 to 7 days and the other is 10 to 21 days, I wouldn't put those both in the same cell tray. So these have a similar 10 to 21 day germination period, and they should come up at about the same time. Right here, I see some more sprouts. Again, all of this was started on the 8th. And right here, that is more asters. So I've got asters down there. Also, the blue that you see is just a clay coating they put on the seeds to make it easier to seed everything. And I started this second tray. It's multi-sown again, just in case the asters I showed you guys don't make it to the garden from being held so long in the garage. Let's see. This is mountain snow euphorbia. Nothing coming up there just yet. I see some germination in here, so let's see what we've got. More delphinium. We've got some of that out in the garden already, but again, with trying to farm flowers and make sure we have enough for our farm stands, it's important that I'm constantly sowing successions. So constantly sowing trays of seeds every couple weeks so that we are able to have a continual harvest. All right, I grew this one kind of just for kicks and giggles. This is called Hairy Balls, and it's for cutting also. So yeah. It'll be in the bouquets. It's like a green ball and it's got these little fuzzies all over it. So comical, but it could be fun as far as adding some different shapes and textures into our bouquets. All right, the last tray that I've got going over on the racks is some Statice and Craspedia. Again, both of these are in the garden already, but this is just another succession. If we happen to have a long, hi Sally. If we happen to have a long, cool spring, we might get a little bit more out of these. If not, then we might not cut off of them often, but it's always better to err on the side of caution. So I've started some more of these varieties as well. All right, so aside from the flowers and the foliage I just showed you guys on the racks, I've got peppers going right now. I am gonna hop on when I have an extra set of hands and do a little seed starting video with you guys. We're gonna start some peppers and we're gonna start some eggplant. Neither one of those things are frost tolerant. I'm starting seeds indoors and we've got the space and set up for that, but I figured it'd be nice to go ahead and share the information with you guys on how to start peppers and eggplants. It's nice to start those a little bit earlier because sometimes the germination can take anywhere from 10 to 21 days, maybe even a little, longer, give or take. It's nice to start those 6 to 8 weeks or sometimes 10 to 12 weeks before you plan to put them out in the garden. So if you have some sort of indoor setup or you're looking to find out how to start these things from seed, keep an eye out, and we will be sharing that information with you guys. Thanks, and we'll see you soon. Bye.